Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, our live chat last night was a lot of fun. I want to
Yep.
thank everybody for popping in and saying hello to us and hanging out for a bit. It was a good one.
It was good. It was fun. It was relaxing.
Yeah.
Just chilling with
Yeah.
you guys.
With all y'all. Kylie actually did not spend the night last night. I ended up finishing up all of her hair and stuff for her, and then afterwards it was dark, but she wanted to get skedaddling and sleep in her own bed and all that good stuff, so she's not here this morning.
Nope.
But we had a very good time. I had a very good time visiting with her and having a girls' day, going to the store and hanging out with her for a bit. She was a very big helper to me inside the basement. I do have some footage of that. I was going to try to put out a video for you guys today on Simple Life and then another one on Friday, but we slept in way too much this morning. I really needed that rest, and
So good.
we only have like 2 weeks left to actually sleep in, and then the kids are going to be starting school, so we're going to be up on that early in the morning, schedule again, so I'm trying to take advantage of it while I still can.
Yeah, we got to get back to our sleep schedule too before then.
For sure. Like, it needs to start this week.
It's just
like,
been so hot, and it's hard to,
it drains you.
get up, and just our hole alone is pretty dark
Yeah.
in a sense. So, I mean, I'm normally one, if the sun is shining through the light or the window, I will wake up and we'll get out. But
It's going to be rough when we move into
can't
that
do that.
basement and there's no windows in there.
There's
I'm
not
going to
gonna
turn the
be
light
any
on.
window, no nothing down in there.
I'm going to be putting a spotlight on your head.
Because, I don't know, that's just how I am. I always toss and turn every single day, so
Wow.
if I feel like the sun is still not up, I'm not going to get up.
Yeah. Well, after this week, we're going to be getting back on our normal sleep schedule because we are going to have the kids going to school, and we're going to have to get them up and get them ready and all that stuff. So I'm not beating myself up about it. Obviously, our body needed that rest, and this is the last little crumb of opportunity that we have before we can't anymore. So
Yeah.
might as well take advantage of it while we still can. So.
Pretty much.
Now, you guys had so many questions. We're actually going to jump right into one other thing first, and then we're going to jump right into the questions. There's a lot, and I know that it could take up a lot of time. But before we do that, while I was in town with Kylie yesterday, I did stop off at the P.O. box, and we've got a few goodies. So I wanted to do a mail call and open them up and see what you guys sent us. Thank you guys again for sending us these things. Y'all never, never, never have to send us anything or support us financially in any type of way. It is very much appreciated when you guys do, but just being here and watching the videos is truly very much support. Like, it's support enough. It's very appreciated, and your viewership just goes a long way. So thank you guys for being here. Never feel obligation, but thank you to the ones that do. Let's start opening some boxes. All right, so this one right here. It doesn't say who it's from. It's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it says to SimpleLifeReclaimed. So it's just a box like this. Looks like an Amazon box. Let's find out what it is. It's Christmas! It's Christmas! Ooh, we got some notes. We got some notes. Go ahead and take that box out, baby. I'm gonna look at the notes. I know what it is. Okay, this is from Mike Rostas. Thank you so much. I hope that I did not butcher your name, Mike. Rostas, Rostas. So let's see what it is. I think I know what it is, and then I'll read the card after I show it. Ah, yes. Check it out, guys. It's a new gnome! Oh, he's so cute. Okay, he's a laying down gnome. He's a laying down garden gnome.
Evil genius.
It says evil genius in his hand. He's got his booty showing. And I know exactly where he's got one eye open. He's still peeping at you, right? He's not down for the count. The card says this gnome didn't pass out from too many adult beverages. He passed out from too much physical labor in the summer heat on the 41.36. Hope you'll let him rest a while in your gnome garden. From Mike. Thank you so much, Mike. I absolutely love him. I love him, love him, love him. And that's something that I'm going to be working on very shortly, is that garden area, like finishing up some things, and I'm going to be placing all of these gnomes out there because I've been collecting them. I have quite the assortment, and I tell you what, this guy is going to definitely be a beautiful piece inside our garden area. So thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate it. He's adorable. Look at him.
That's funny. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you.
I like it. I like it. He's awesome. Oh, that's great. Okay, I'm gonna put this. I gotta put this to the side because I keep all of those little tags and stuff too, and I have a binder. I've mentioned it before, but I have a binder where I keep all of your guys' letters and stuff that you send us, letters of encouragement, cards and things, because we do get those in the mail as well. And I've been keeping all of that set aside so that way, you know, in the future, or like grandkids or whatever, or even just us, whenever we're feeling discouraged and like we need a little pick-me-up, I go through and I read your guys' letters, and it really provides us with a lot of encouragement. So thank you guys so much for all of that. This one is from C. Brohan, and this was from Harris Island, Michigan, I think. All the way from Michigan. Let's find out. Let's find out. Ooh, we got a bag in a box. A bag in a box. What is this? Ooh, there's a letter. Ooh, I see a letter. My letter. This is for Gary. Gary, I think you can use these items when finishing your spaces. Faithful subscriber Chuck Brennan, Harson's Island, Michigan.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much, Chuck. Appreciate
Check
it.
them out.
Check it out. What you got, Gary?
Ooh. This is that
Ooh.
little, you can put it in a corner and see exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
That's that guy.
Look at that.
Nice level.
Hey, keep it on the level, buddy.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Look how
Foot
cool
level.
this is. This is one of those things, like Gary said, you stick it in a corner, and it gets the exact shape for when you're cutting stuff. How neat is that?
It's a 50-foot.
A 50-footer? Hey, that'll
And
cover the whole square footage.
This is the old school one right here. Thank you so much. I will definitely take care of it. I love my tools.
No, thank you,
awesome.
Chuck. Spoiling
Thank you,
my
thank
Gary.
you.
That is so sweet. Yeah, these are cool, baby. These are real. I've seen these on like infomercials and stuff, and these are always some of those things that we're like, hey, we could really use one of those because you freehand a lot, and I mean your freehanding works great, but these would make your life a little bit easier.
And a nice level or angle. You can set the angle that you want,
Oh, that's cool.
and then you draw the line.
Very nice.
That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you,
really
Chuck.
appreciate that.
We're gonna be putting these in Gary's freshly cleaned tool shed.
Yes, I just cleaned it.
Yeah, and we will be using these. You'll be seeing these in some upcoming videos. Very, very kind and generous of you to send these, and thoughtful, very
That
thoughtful.
was super awesome. Thank you so much.
Here, go ahead and put these, and I'm saving your letter, and I'm putting that inside the notebook that I was talking to you guys about.
That is awesome.
All right, we got one more. It's down here. And this one doesn't say anything except for Amazon fulfillment services, and it says to Simple Life Reclaimed, so let's check it out. All right, ooh, I got notes. I got notes, I got notes, I got notes. Oh no, I don't got notes. Just kidding. I got something. What is that? It's a tool.
Ah, it's a 5-gallon bucket opener.
I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this because I've been breaking fingernails and hurting myself. Thank you so much. I got a lot more 5-gallon buckets to open. This is very, very generous. I'm taking this down to the job site today. So, thank you.
That's awesome. That is super awesome.
Thank you. It doesn't say who to thank though. It just says I can send a thank you note. I'm gonna have to scan this little code. And then, oh, here actually it says from Vita Mendoza.
Thank
Vita
you so
Mendoza,
much.
thank you so much for sending this to us. Very much appreciated.
Save my wife's fingers on mine.
Yeah, my fingers. They thank you.
I normally do the old trick, you know, and knee on the bucket and peel back.
Yeah.
Do it in a couple of spots, and
This is
you
coming
always
down
end
to
up
the job
snapping
site
it back
today.
in. That's awesome.
Today. Thank you guys so much. Again, you guys never have to send us anything like that, but you know what? It is so cool and appreciated when you guys do. Big love to all of you guys,
Thank you.
to everybody else. Again, no pressure. Please don't.
Yes.
You know, we all love you all the same. So now I'm going to jump into some of these questions before, because we got a lot of work to do. We slept in entirely too late today.
Yeah. I want to tackle some stuff
Yeah.
before, some other stuff's going on this week.
Yeah.
So
We're going to get into all of that here in just a minute because that ties into some questions.
Yep.
So, Rolo Tomasi. Hope I did not butcher it. You know me, I'm always butchering names around here, but I'm doing what I can. The question was, why dry lock on the internal wall? It seems like you goes extreme with the waterproofing. He also mentioned, I didn't write the whole comment, but I remember when I was writing it, he's not picking on us or throwing any shade. He just was wondering why. He actually is encouraging us for going above and beyond.
So my number one look on it is, if we do end up having a failure on the outer side and we end up having some seepage coming through, at least that will be the last barrier. Like I was saying in the last video that we were talking about it and everything, it could still end up leaking out. And that's the reason why we went with the Extreme, because it had the 15-year warranty, I want to say.
I think you're right.
And then the regular is only a 10-year, so
yes,
it's a lot more durable than the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, well, if we do end up having a leak, at least it will be good for like 15 years, and then we'll end up seeing something, or maybe a little sooner. Who knows? You know.
And we did go above and beyond with the plastic. We did double 6 mil on the outside,
Yes.
So it's actually 12 mil on the outside because we doubled the 6 with the dry lock Extreme, and then we also put that the foam insulation board down all as a barrier. Added in with the French drains, and then we do have some sump pumps that we have to install, but we got to get our electricity going in there first so we can hook it all together.
So I can run all the electrical outlets where they need to be. And
Yep, so I mean, sump pumps are in the near future as well, but right now we do have the French drains. So yes, we are going above and beyond, but man, this rain out here is something that we've never had to deal with being desert dwellers. We do, like in the desert, we have these crazy monsoon season, right, where it'll be heavy rain for a couple of days, maybe a week or so, and that's like the amount of rain that the whole year gets for the desert. Now out here we get those
like we have some thunder
crazy like monsoon types of rains. In the springtime, it's like for a couple weeks straight it'll be raining like that more often than not. So we wanted to just make sure, being the noobs that we are with all this water situation, we wanted to make sure that we weren't going to be screwing ourselves in the future and not having to dig anything back up. And yeah, so I guess it's one of those things. It's better safe than sorry on why we're doing the internal walls. Is it a necessity? Probably not. But if you've been watching us for any length of time, you'll know that Gary and I like to do a lot of overkill.
Just because.
We want to make sure, man. We want to make sure.
I'd rather be done with that area and never have to mess with it.
Yeah.
That goes with everything.
Yeah. For real. I mean, yeah, we don't want to have to be. There's nothing else that gets Gary more irritated than when he has to fix something more than once. Like if it breaks and he fixes it once, then that's like the last time he wants to be messing around with it. If he builds it, he doesn't want it to break and have to mess with it at all.
No.
He wants to build it like to last forever, and I understand why. I get it. So, yeah.
It's just one of those things.
Andy Likey, Lyke, Andy. Are those stickers for sale? And he's talking about our Simple Life Reclaimed stickers that we had given one of our subscribers in the last video that we had posted on Simple Life. The stickers are currently not for sale. I actually have a whole horde of them that I've been hanging on to, and we give those away at meetups and
if we run into people.
Yeah, if we run into people out and about in town. I also do giveaways once in a while on our live streams where we'll give away stickers. I'm gonna start doing that a bunch more because there has been a lot higher of a demand for those stickers. And so I think that we're going to start incorporating some more giveaways during our live streams because it's a fun thing to do. Why not? I got them, and it's going to cost me a postage stamp, so it's not a big deal.
Yep.
But I don't think stickers will ever be anything that we sell. I think they're always going to be something that we either personally hand you or we mail you with a card or something. So look out. You know what? Look out for our next live chat, and I think we will be doing another giveaway. I think it's about time. I think it's about time.
I think so.
Yeah, we got some merch. We got hats and t-shirts and, you know, those stickers and mugs, and we have different things that we can give out. So I think our next live stream, let's plan on doing a giveaway.
We'll talk about it more and
Yeah.
get an exact plan on it.
Yeah.
Because now that you're saying that, I have an idea.
You got an idea?
I have an idea.
All right. Well, let's get something. We'll get our noggins together, and we have a week now, so
Yeah.
we'll plan something for this next live stream. All right. So, Leslie Critter, do you have any issue with trespassers?
Not really. I mean, everybody out here in this area sort of know,
Yeah.
and they're very respectful. So
The first year we moved here, we did have an issue because this piece of property was used as a hunting land for, you know, ever since forever. And the first year that we moved here, we did have signs put up. We do have our rope gate and stuff like that. But we didn't paint everything with the purple spray yet. And so we were still having an issue at that point in time. It lasted for just last year.
Yeah.
We haven't had anybody out here being disrespectful. We haven't had anybody, you know, coming up our road or anything.
No.
Since we painted everything with the purple, and since, you know, they kind of came last year and we shoot them all off. We were like, sorry guys, I know you guys might have been hunting here for generations, but you're not hunting here anymore. We got kids and animals, and it's just, I'm sorry.
It's our property.
Yeah,
I mean,
find somewhere else to go.
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for them, but at the same time, they understand, you know.
Yeah.
And people that are respectful will understand that.
Yes.
So
And one thing too, we do have security cameras up and about on the property. We get a lot of comments, set up game trail cameras and stuff. We got some game trail cameras that we need to still set up. I know we're terrible. I want to set some up down over in like the blackberry field area, because that's a high traffic area for animals, because just it's blackberries. And then also locals were telling us that the electric lines actually kind of draw the deer to it for some reason. And that is an area where we see a lot of the wildlife. So we should probably put up the game trail cameras over there. But over here at camp and over by our build sites, we have security cameras that go directly to our cell phones. So when we are away from the property, we are recording. We can always see what's going on. We get alerts to our phones. Hey, somebody drove up your road. And so we are safe in that. So if anybody ever came up here and they were not wanted, we got you on camera. So
Yep.
There's that. There's that. Okay, Joy G, why did you decide to split and paint separately different areas instead of two conquering one area? Meaning, in the last couple of videos, why were you doing the roof and I was doing inside the basement?
Well, one, Melanie was tired of being outside. She was like, nope, I ain't going up there and dying in the heat.
Yeah.
So she was like, I'm just going to go downstairs and start painting.
Yeah, I'm not as
Like-
heat tolerable as Gary is.
Whereas I've worked in the sun for a very, very long time, and not just the regular sun, the desert sun. And yeah, that sucked like no tomorrow. But at the same time, it gave me the ability to be outside in this heat and withstand it a lot longer.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that it's not the desert heat.
Yeah.
And I'm stuck out there in the sun, roasting like a lobster.
That, I would say that's a big reason, but also another reason too is the fact that when you're painting that big flat surface up there, I would kind of get in your way.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could split it
We
down the
could've-
middle
we
and you
could've
do
came
one
this
side
way
and I
that
do,
way,
yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, honestly, it's perfectly fine to me because now we're taking on two different tasks and now we can get two tasks done instead of just one.
Yes.
Where it might be a little quicker with the one, but at the same time, we would have ran out of that paint for me a lot
Yeah.
quicker.
No matter what, we would have needed to go to the store and buy more supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I had to do all the flashing and everything else, and it was like, well, I can do the flashing by myself. Like, I don't really need a hand with that. Like, so it was more so like you were already painting.
and honestly, Gary hates painting.
I hate it.
Gary absolutely hates painting, and so for me doing the inside, that took a big load off of him because it's a much bigger space and a lot more coverage that needs to be covered.
I despise painting.
So, and I'm not a huge fan of painting either, but at the same time, like, I don't mind it as much as he does. So it was a divide and conquer situation to where he can get all the flashing done, he can get the roof done, I can do all the inside, and then now we're at the point where it's like, all right, next, you know, divide and conquer. So it worked out better for us. And I'm not as heat tolerable. I'm just not. I wish I was, but I'm just not.
You had a stroke. You had a
heat
stroke.
I did. I've had one in
desert,
Arizona.
So
it's terrible.
I don't really like you being outside in the heat working. Because I know that you can't, physically take it.
No.
And it just, you already are hypoglycemic and everything else, so your levels start to go like this, and it's just not a good idea.
Yeah, it's not healthy for me.
I'd rather say, no, babe, just go and do that. I can do this. I can sit here in the heat.
Well, thank you, baby, for suffering for us.
I have to take a little bit more of a break, but it's all right.
You get it done. And then Jim Hall was just making a funny, and yes. He says, don't you wish you could paint that fast?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I really wish I could.
That's why I don't like painting. I absolutely hate it.
The time lapse makes it look so good, though. You're like doing the moonwalk on the roof, and I'm over there. I'm like, getting it. It's funny. It looks funny on time lapse, but yeah. It's the best way to show you guys what's going on without it being so darn boring of just.
The problem is, right now, it's not like painting on drywall, you know. It's
no, the blocks and stuff and like that wood, it just.
The OSB, everything else, it just sucks it all up. So it's like.
Takes so long.
Now I got to put on another coat and another coat
and
another coat, and it's just like this is painful.
Yeah.
This is painful.
Yeah.
1 gallon did just like a little section.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Okay, and then Lars K. How do you plan to set up the basement space? And I'm gonna take this one really quick. So Lars, we do have a video that is on our YouTube channel. I will try to locate that video and pin it to the top of the comment section of this, just so you guys can check it out. It's an older one. We put it out, I think, in December last year, but it's essentially our whole blueprints and our plan for what our completed house and cabin and basement and all that stuff is going to be. In those plans, it does not show how we are going to be using the basement per se for our temporary living space, but it shows what it's going to be used for when the cabin is finished and we're living in the cabin and all that. I can tell you that when you watch that video, just keep in mind that the living room space is going to be cut into two. So when we're living in there, the living room space is going to be half of it will be the kitchen and the other half will be the living room, and the space that is designated for our storage pantry, that's going to be our bedroom. Other than that, everything is going to be the same that's on those plans. And again, it's just a temporary situation for us so we can get out of the trailer, have a little bit more breathing room, and be a little bit more comfortable while we work on the garage, and then we start on the cabin above.
Yep.
So I'll do my best. I'll find that and I'll pin it down to the comment section below. And then Carolyn Lewinsky, do you do a lot of crock pot cooking? And she has recipes to share with me. So Carolyn, I do Instapot cooking. I do use the Instapot quite often. And if you have any recipes to share with me, please share away. Our email address is SimpleLifeReclaimedVlogs@gmail.com. I am always open for new recipes and different suggestions. I'm sure Gary would appreciate it a lot.
Yeah.
And anything that can help us speed up all of that was very much appreciated. And then Gary Myers is wondering, will you use an electric fence around areas you want to keep animals out of?
So we ended up doing a community build and helped out a neighbor out in Arizona, and it was ran by High Desert Homestead.
Hi, Moses and Polly. Love you guys.
What's going on? And they showed us a fence that they used out in Tennessee, and he sold me on that fence system.
Timeless fence system.
It's called the Timeless Fence System, and I love that fence system. So we're definitely going to end up incorporating that down in the animal pen as well as the garden area, and make sure that nothing can get in that area and destroy anything or get at any of the animals. So it'll be nice.
And when that time comes for us to put up the electric fence, we would love to invite Moses and Polly from High Desert Homestead to come back to our property. We are good friends with them. They were some of our very first YouTube friends ever. They were the first people that we ever met in person. from this platform. So big shout out to Moses and Polly with High Desert Homestead. We love you guys. We love everything that you guys are doing. We miss you. And when the time does come for us to install the fencing system, you bet your butt we're going to be calling Moses and Polly, because they are actually, they sell the product and they actually install it for other people as well. That's something that they do. It's kind of like one of their side hustles is they install, they sell, and they work with Timeless Fencing Systems as a representative for them. So definitely going to be hitting them up when that time comes.
Yep.
And then Shirley Mullis says there's a big storm coming soon. Will you guys be affected?
So there is a big storm coming. We are going to be actually, first things first today, we're going to grab that plastic. And we're going to cut it in half and then be able to lay it over the top just for this storm system right now.
Yes.
I need 48 hours for this elastic paint. So
for it to cure. So like when we paint it on, when we do the elastic painting, paint it on, it needs 48 hours to cure without being wet or anything. So if we were to do that today, it wouldn't work out. So it is a good thing that we got that plastic, huh?
Yes.
I mean, we're gonna
we can utilize that plastic just a little bit right now.
Just for today, temporary.
Well, it's supposed to rain for like this.
Okay, well, just for this weekend, temporary.
Yes, for this weekend.
My bad.
Unfortunately.
You know what I meant. Come on.
But that will also help us out on the inside, so we can continue to work in there and everything else. While that's on there, it'll keep everything dry on the inside, and we don't have to worry about water coming in.
Getting shocked with electricity or
something,
anything.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we are aware that the storm is coming in. We're going to be taking some preventative measures, and the good thing is that while the storm does come through, we have a place we can work inside now, where all up until this point, when the storms come through, we just lost days of work.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting. I'm actually very excited that we can still get things done. We're at the point where the weather isn't really affecting productivity too much right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue pressing along and getting as much done as we possibly can. And I'm excited. I'm excited for these next steps. There is going to be another trip to the store soon. Shortly, I can't say exactly when. We want to use up a lot of the materials we already have on stock. But we are going to be needing to frame out that back area where the bathroom, the laundry room, the big, huge root cellar area is going to be. We need to do all of the framing and actually put up like some walls back there, because we got plumbing and electricity and all these things that we need to do. And it's kind of one of those things right now where it's like, well, what do we want to do first?
No.
But first things first is I got to finish all that darn painting in there. And we're gonna probably start working on a little bit of the floors, because there's where the stairs was, and Gary and I had built up the blocks a little bit too high, and then we had to go through and like get rid of it. There's like Durawire sticking out through the house, and there's like rebar sticking up and stuff, so we got to chop that and we got to get rid of that. And then there's like a little bit of spillage of concrete that's on the block that we have to scrape off and remove.
You got to clean up that area.
Yeah, so then I could finish my painting in that particular spot. So I got trimming and double coating and stuff to do, and Gary's got to work on all that for me.
Yeah.
Plus all of the hurricane straps and a couple other lag bolts and stuff that we got to do for the trusses. So there's like little bits of finishing that we can do all on the inside, and then I think it'll be framing and electricity and water. So
yeah, we got quite a bit to do.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be able to get slapped together pretty quick.
I'm excited.
So,
it's getting closer and closer.
I'll leave you be with the painting and all that stuff.
Oh, gee, thanks.
I got all the other odds and ends done.
It's not too bad. Usually what I've been doing lately is I've been putting on like daytime TV and stuff on my phone. I'll put on like, so there's an app that you can download on your phone for free TV. Granted, it does have commercials in there, just like regular over-the-air television would. They are shorter, but the app is called Pluto TV. There's also Freevee TV, and I have both of those apps, and I watch different shows like The Price is Right and Judge Judy and all of my great daytime TV shows that I don't have to be looking at the screen. I could just be listening to it while I'm painting or doing whatever. And I've been kind of watching that, and then I listen to my podcasts and then music. So like between those three things, it makes the painting not so bad, because my brain is entertained while I'm just doing the same motions and over again. So it's not too bad. I've been enjoying it. It's been good. But you got lots of stuff to do. I got lots of stuff to do. We're going to have to tag team this thing out.
Yep. And then get it ready for framing, like you said.
I'm excited. I can't wait to start the framing. Like, that's huge to me. Once we get the framing going in there, like, oh my gosh, can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be nice.
We get electricity on all the walls, and we get lights in there. I won't have to... Those lights that I've been using in the back, the big garage light, and we have just a regular lamp, right? That garage light is so hot, though. Like, it's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. I'm happy that we have the new fan, but it really, like, heats up the room. It's not ideal, but it is at the same time because it provides a lot of light.
Yeah.
So, but it's hot, man. Ugh. Ugh.
Good thing it's going to rain and it'll cool off.
Yes, I'm excited for that. So.
Have you tried putting that fan closer to the door, like the big double door, and blowing in?
No, not really. No, because I like feeling the wind on my body when I'm all sweaty and stuff. To actually stand in the breeze, that really cools me off. And I just need to stand there for like 30 seconds to a minute and kind of lift my shirt a little bit and let it get in.
Yeah.
You know, and then it helps out more. And then I've been drinking, you know, those big canisters. I've been drinking like 3 of those. Good. I'm just going through water. I'm like a camel right now. Just blah, 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 blah.
Good.
So, yeah.
Makes me happy.
So anyway, guys, we got to run. I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Thank you so much for the mail call, for the questions, for just being amazing. You guys are wonderful. Awesome. We absolutely love you guys from the bottom of our heart. I will be editing and posting a video on our main channel, Simple Life Reclaimed, tomorrow for you guys. And then the next one after that will be on Monday because I do want to take the weekend off from all that stuff. We will probably still be getting work done, knowing us, but you never know.
It might just be material run.
It might be a material run. I don't know what we're going to do, but
we'll see.
We'll see. But there will be a new working video, and there's going to be some progress getting made, and you guys will see all that tomorrow on Simple Life Reclaimed. We will be back here on Real Talk with SLR tomorrow as well to give you all a status update, chit-chat with you guys some more about plans and about how the rest of today goes. So I guess we'll see you guys then. So until then, guys, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one, you guys.
Bye, you guys.
Later.